I'm just really interested to sort of know, rather than the sort of stereotypical examples. And I'm sorry if you might have touched this earlier in the early in the presentation here. But what are sort of how do you sort of define success as a group, as a community? Is that interactions, or is it headcount, or is it yeah? What for you? How do you define success as far as building your community, and how do you see that what you've achieved so far?
Right. Um, well, I think for a group, it's returnees, people who return. It's returnees as well as recommendations. Like when someone says, someone invited me here, or they come back. That's sort of how you measure it for me, because what it means is your organization is providing some type of value. Right now, of course, if, for instance, your organization is also trying to build its value for itself, like, for instance, if you have a product, you're trying to sell it or get it out there, or build it, by people coming and returning, it means they trust you. It means you can start to sort of engage them on what you're trying to sell, or what you're trying to deliver, what your vision is for the organization. But the returnees means that you're listening to them. Like, one of the things that my wife and I, as we organize these events, we have to be mindful of is when people come and we have a large number of people, we start to think that, oh, they're coming for us. We can't help it. We think they're coming for us. We're doing something special. We're special. It's in our head, whether we admit it or not. And we have to be mindful of, like, wait a second, for the next month or the next couple of months, let's do a survey to see what the people who are here want, right? We need to remember that, people over there in the corner having our conversation has nothing to do with us. They're having a good time here. Let's keep what's working working. So many times, I think if you can get people to come into a place where they feel like they're getting some type of value, whether it's just a place to relax, or it's someone they can talk to, or just to share, or just to have a good time, then you increase your opportunity to build, like, trust. You give them a safe place, they trust you. And then if you're selling a product, or if you're trying to, even if I pitch an idea for a talk one month that people may not be particularly interested in, or may not think they're related to, they may give me the benefit of the doubt. So, what, I'm going to come because every month I'm having this great experience. Let's see what Henry wants to do. And so that's how I measure it. If I was a membership organization that asked for fees and things of that nature, it might be the amount of fees people are paying. But right now, we're not a a paid organization, and I don't think we ever will be. But that's how I would probably measure it if I was selling a product or people buying the product. But I think eventually, people keep coming, people keep enjoying themselves in your space. You'll eventually be able to sell whatever you want to them, because they'll at least try, because there's a feeling of safety and a feeling of appreciation for what you've provided.